obviously the ruling by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, another first to do with the event, that they allow 8-ounce gloves just as a one-off on this occasion. What's your take on how the 8-ounce gloves will affect each man? We heard earlier, we were talking to Conor about potentially it gives him more power with his strikes, with his punches, but it gives Floyd faster hands potentially. How do you see the 8-ounce gloves affecting the contest?
I agree. I think it affects the contest a lot. First of all, yes, Floyd will be faster with 8-ounce gloves, but Floyd is a defensive master, and he has less glove for less defense. Conor hits like a truck. Smaller gloves favor him big time, so it affects the fight big time.
And from what you said just then, do you think it just marginally works in the favor of Conor then?
I think it absolutely does. Yeah, I love the fact that when we were in the original negotiations, it wasn't even something they would talk about, 8-ounce gloves. So I don't know what's changed in the last, however long ago we did the deal, but I'm glad it did. I think it makes it so much more fun.
Thank you. And the final thing from me, one of the things that hasn't been spoken out about much is obviously Conor has a great kind of team around him. You will have met his family and his friends, particularly his family. I mean, his two sisters and his mother and his father, Tony and Margaret. And how much do you think they have gone into making this young man? Because he's not from a ghetto. I know he's from a tough working class area, rather like South Boston, where you're from Crumlin. But do you subscribe or ascribe a lot of the credit to the family for the way Conor is as well?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you have to, but at the end of the day, he's a special kid, man. He's just, I call him the unicorn. He's different than anybody I've ever dealt with. I like how he is willing to put everything on the line. I've never seen anybody who believes in themselves more than this guy does, and believes in when he makes up his mind and what he's going to do. He absolutely 100% believes it, breathes it, lives it. It's fascinating.
Final thing from me, just on that as well. What noises were you making watching him spar last night? What were the noises coming out of Dana White?
I was very quiet and sat there and just watched, and he sparred with a really fast, talented kid, and it was a good session. And Conor worked like a dog last night. He's in great shape. He's hitting really hard right now, and he's in a very good place. I loved watching it last night, and I feel good about this.
If he beats Floyd and he comes back for a couple of fights in the UFC, would it not surprise you if he beats Floyd Mayweather, if he starts calling out Canelo and Golovkin? Nothing with Conor would surprise me. That's not what I want to have happen, but it wouldn't surprise me.